The sun dipped low on the horizon, casting a golden hue across the quiet suburbs of Maple Ridge. 17-year-old Maya clutched the keys to her newly inherited car, her late grandfather's 2006 Honda Civic. It wasn't flashy or new, but it was spotless, cared for with the kind of love only a car enthusiast could give. The Civic had barely 60,000 miles and ran like it had just rolled off the lot. Her grandfather, a retired mechanic, had bought it brand new and treated it like a member of the family. He called it Silver Arrow, not for its speed, but for its reliability and grace. Whenever someone had car trouble, he'd show up with that Civic, toolkit in the trunk, ready to help. It had been more than transportation, it was part of his legacy. Maya slid into the driver's seat, the fabric still holding the faint scent of his aftershave. She smiled. It was her first solo drive, and she knew exactly where she was going, the lake where her grandfather used to take her on Sundays. As she turned the key, the engine purred to life. The dashboard lights blinked on, and for a second, it felt like he was still with her. She pulled out of the driveway slowly, hands firm on the wheel. The Civic glided through the streets, smooth and steady, like it knew the route by heart. On the way, Maya passed the bakery her grandfather loved, the park where they'd shared ice cream, and the little gas station where he always insisted on checking tire pressure himself. Each landmark brought back a memory, each turn a story. The Civic had been part of all of it. When she reached the lake, dusk had painted the sky in soft oranges and purples. She parked near the water's edge, switched off the engine, and stepped out. The breeze was cool, the world quiet. Maya sat on the hood, staring at the rippling lake, thinking about everything the car had seen, her grandfather's careful hands on the steering wheel, her tiny feet kicking the glove box as a child, the sound of his laughter filling the cabin. That night, she promised herself she would keep the Civic just as he had. Not just because it was reliable, but because it held the spirit of a man who had given everything to those he loved. The Civic wasn't just a car. It was a time capsule, a symbol of care, consistency, and quiet strength. It had been there for oil changes and road trips, good days and hard ones, always dependable, always ready. And now, it was her turn to add stories to it. As she drove home, stars twinkling above and the engine humming below, Maya felt it: connection, memory, legacy. The Honda Civic wasn't just taking her places, it was bringing the past along for the ride.